of the session now. So always understand the denser mediums always give us the shallow looks. The denser medium always give us the shallow look. Whatever denser is there, be it glass, be it water, whatever these points are, you will be having a shallow look inside them. Isn't it? Right. So if I observe, say, a fish inside the water, there was a topic. Yeah, because there was the topic spear fishing. What is spear fishing? Do you know? What is spear fishing? Who knows what is spear fishing? You don't do anything, Bacho.
Sir, the one which early humans used to do.
What?
Sir, जो early humans करते थे spear से fish को मारते थे वो वाली.
हाँ, वही वाली हम ना. Spear fishing. Spear fishing is actually the fishing done by spear. So they stand in water, the shallow waters, very still, not disturbing water and fish same in front of them. And they threw the spear on the fish. Right? But the issue is that जो हमको दिखाई पड़ रहा है, that is not the actual fish. If water is 1 meter deep, then tell me, where do we see the fish in water? Tell me, where do we see the fish at 3/4 of its actual depth? So the fish will be appearing to us here.
तुम नहीं मिल रहे पता नहीं सब सर आते रहते हैं सर काम दे रहे हैं सर ये कर चेक करती हूं मैं फिर सो जाती हूं को डर होता है ना सोती पड़ी रहती है इसलिए पता नहीं पूरे टाइम सब लोग सर बैठे होते हैं सर काम कर रहे होते हैं मम्मी मुझे कब से सपने आ रहे हैं सर काम कर रहे हैं सर काम दे रही हैं और फिर मैं टेंशन में फिर काम देख के फिर सो जाती हूं हां सपने खराब हो रहे हैं एक कुछ
So fish is not here. This is the virtual image. Fish is to here, isn't it? Fish is to here.
ट्रेनिंग है 2 साल की ट्रेनिंग है ग्रीन कार्ड फिर उसके बाद पोस्टिंग आई इसे पता नहीं अब कहाँ फिर कहाँ मैं कोई नहीं 2 साल की मेहनत कर फिर से घर में बैठ कर फिर प्रमोशन ले
Tell me now. तो फिर जो स्पीयरमैन है वो क्या करता है? Tell me. वो क्या करेगा?
सर शायद वो फिश की टेल को देखता होगा.
Yeah, because उसको फिश की टेल जहां पर फिश का हेड दिखाई पड़ रहा है वहां पर एक्चुअली में फिश की टेल है, राइट? तो वो फिश की टेल को टारगेट करता है एंड फिश की टेल वो यहां टारगेट करेगा अगर तो उसको यहां पर उसको फिश मिलेगी. फाइन. So it strikes at the tail of the image because it is witnessing only the virtual image of the fish. It is not witnessing the real image of the fish or the real fish as such. Understand? Is that clear to you all? Say what you
Yes, sir.
Okay, I take
Yes,
more
sir.
points like this now. I'm taking the other point, please. Yeah, I take the next page also. There are various points written there on that. Various effects of, you can see these points here. You can see these points. Apparent bending of a stick underwater. I told you yesterday about this. I'll take a diagram once again for you. But there are more points to not discuss here. So I will discuss with you one by one these points today. The first one, somebody reminds me in the evening, I'll send you the notes of these from the higher book. I mean, I've got the paper for straight from a book of class 12. And there, all these points are being discussed in detail. You will be having a better idea of these topics from there. You can get the theory from that topic, from that book of these topics. So please remind me by the evening. I'll send you a PDF of these points in detail. The explanation, I mean to say. So the point is that a star appears twinkling in the sky due to change in refractive index of air with temperature. What is that? A star appears twinkling in the sky due to change in refractive index of air with temperature. What does that mean? Now, stars are very, very far away from us, somewhere in the universe. ये अर्थ सरफेस है, हम यहाँ कहीं खड़े हुए हैं अर्थ पर, राइट? और एक क्लीन क्लियर नाइट क्लियर स्काई में हम इस स्टार को ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं. नाउ जो स्काई है, जो स्टार है, वो तो यूनिवर्स में है, तो स्पेस में है. क्या यहाँ पर एयर होती है? बताइए.
नो सर.
क्या यहाँ पर एयर होती है? नो. Nothing. So the star emits out electromagnetic radiation. So stars are light years away from us. So what do I mean if I say star is 10 light years away from us? What does that mean? Do you know?
So this means that the light जो अभी वहाँ स्टार एमिट कर रहा है वो 10 साल बाद हमें दिखेगी.
Very good, आमना, तुम बड़े होशियार हो गई हो आज. क्या हो गया भाई? क्या खाया नाश्ते में तुमने आज सुबह सुबह इतनी होशियारी? Anyway, so suppose you're watching a star now, so it might be a light traveling from the star to us, but for 10 years, for 20 years, for 50 years, we don't know, for 100 years altogether. The stars are so far away from us. So you see this. You see the star here now. It's the light from air travels. Basically, the EM radiations travel to the space, and then they enter the sun's spectrum. The atmosphere of Earth. Do you know what is the atmosphere of Earth made up of? बताइए. What is the atmosphere of Earth made up of? Say, speak out quickly. Who will tell me? There are the layers of atmosphere. There are layers of air above Earth. Earth's atmosphere is approximately 300 kilometers high. Stars to billions of kilometers away hai. So light travels from that, but as it enters the Earth atmosphere, it receives different layers with different temperatures and different optical density. And so what happens is that light suffers refraction of all these layers. Light suffers refraction at this surface, at this surface, at this surface, at this surface, all of it. And so is, now I told you that time also, at every At every transparent surface, when light suffers refraction, its intensity changes. Its intensity decreases or increases or something. So sometimes we receive a less intensity light, sometimes a greater intensity light. Intensity of the light to us changes by, and ultimately what happens, the light we receive is of different intensities, different intensities. Fine, different intensities, and we find that stars appears to us as twinkling. That is a twinkling effect of the air. Now, in the answers of all these questions, you will not write anything else. You just write, you just write that, you just write that the that the due to the atmospheric refraction. Remember the word, this word, due to the atmospheric refraction. So write down somewhere in this corner for the answer of all these questions. Due to atmospheric refraction. Due to atmospheric refraction, light suffers change in its intensity going across various. I'll send you the answers. Don't worry about that. Yeah, literally, if you want to write down, it's upon you. Going across the layers of atmosphere, which are at different, optical density because of the difference in their variations in their temperature. Because of the variations in their temperatures. Right. And so we observe that stars appears to twinkle. The reverse question is, why does not the planets appears to be twinkling to us? Bataiye. Why not?
Because they are non-luminous objects.
Because they're non-luminous.
Bataiye. Why does planet do not twinkle? Have you observed a planet in the sky sometime? पता है आपको कौन सा planet दिखाई पड़ता है? Say. Say. Tell me which
Venus.
Venus.
Yeah, we observe Venus in the sky in the evening. You know, no, Venus is as you find out among the many stars, Venus is there. It does not seem to. It is the brightest star you can take. It's not a star actually. It is a planet. Now, can you tell me one more thing in geography? Why does Venus, it's so bright in its appearance?
Because it is very close to sun.
No, the Mercury is the closest. It's not the Venus which is closest. Boliye. Why do Venus is the brightest? Why does it appear brightest?
क्योंकि उसके आसपास reflective clouds हैं।
उसके आसपास कुछ नहीं होता है. Venus is the planet. पास में क्या होता है? कौन होगा उसके पास में कोई? Come on.
और उसके पास कुछ atmosphere।
उसके पास कुछ नहीं होता बेटा ऐसा. बेचारा poor fellow. It has got nothing with it. It has got a atmosphere of carbon dioxide. Now, this carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. And so what happens is that it keep on trapping the sun's energy inside it. and its temperature is and the atmosphere is very, very high temperature, 200 degree and more than that. And so we find the Venus as the bright star in the planet, in the sky. It is not a star. It is near to us as compared to the planets, to the stars, sorry. And the light coming from the Venus is more in intensity as compared to the stars. And so this slight refraction through the atmosphere does not affect the intensity received by us from Venus. And so Venus does not twinkle while stars twinkle. Is that clear? All the stars are far away from us than the planets. All the stars are near to us than the stars. So planet comes first, stars come after. Okay, can you tell me the nearest star to us after sun? The nearest star to us after sun.
Moon.
Shut up. Who is saying this moon? Nonsense. मून स्टार है कोई? गधे हो तुम बिल्कुल. कौन बोला मून? like 10th क्लास से पढ़ रहे हो, बच्चों ऐसी बातें में बता पा रहे हो तुम लोग यार. मून को, स्टार को मून कह रहे हो तुम. हद हो गई यार. This is ridiculous. हाँ, अब बोलो क्या?
The pole star.
Pole star is basically Venus.
Alpha.
हाँ, सोचो. I give you a day.
Proxima Centauri.
Yes. Aryavardan, very good. Very good, very good. Clapping for Aryavardan. Anyway, it's not a GK test. I'm just checking your presence. And I always find you lacking behind. So you keep on doing drawbazi of this book and that book और ये वाली coaching और वो वाली coaching. Ultimately आपको आता पता कुछ नहीं होता है किसी चीज के बारे में भी. थोड़ा सा मैं डीप जाता हूँ, आप लोग इधर भागने लगते हो. Okay, बच्चों, understand? There are two stars which are near to us. One is Proxima Centauri and Alpha Centauri. Now search करिएगा कौन सा near है. I'm giving you two names. Alpha Centauri and Proxima Centauri. Science is not Hindi. Science is not history. Science is to keep thinking, to create, create questions in your mind. Why do stars twinkle, planets do not? Because planets are near to us. Why planets are near to us? Because the planets are far away from us. Because we are the system of sun. हम अगर बताओ अच्छा मुझको, यही बात करते हैं, ये तो पूरा हो ही गया टॉपिक. Tell me, why do we cannot have any star near to us than planets? I'm not saying history is that boring and you don't study history ever. History is also very interesting. You must know what happened in your past, in the country's history. What is the country's history? How did country get the freedom and all? You've got a syllabus, entire syllabus is there in history. But history is more of a learning part, less of an understanding part, while science is inquisitiveness. Say, Arvind, बोलो बेटा Arvind, reply करिए Arvind.
So because जो stars हैं वो हाइड्रोजन गैस के बने होते हैं and उसमें न्यूक्लियर फिजन एंड फ्यूजन से बहुत enormous amount of एनर्जी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ हीट निकलती है.
This is the right answer. Anybody else? Why can't we have stars near to us than planets? I don't know. पढ़ के आएंगे सब लोग ये बात जरा सर्च करिएगा इनके आंसर्स फोन को थोड़ा सा काम के लिए यूज करिएगा एंड राइट द क्वेश्चन ऑन द फोन थोड़ा बजाइएगा गूगल पे सर्च करिएगा बिकॉज stars have their own system. The orbitary system is there. They got a planetary system around them. Now we are a system of sun. Sun is our start of our planetary system. It's got 9 planets and sun in between. Now, if the sun is a huge mass of hydrogen, bigger than all the planets together. It's got a huge gravitational attractive force also. So it keeps the Earth and all the planets and all the moon bound to each other because of huge amount of gravitational field. It has got a huge gravitational field. It's going for billions of kilometers, isn't it? Pluto is a star. Planet, sun is planet. वो भी इसके attractive field में bound रहता है. अगर कोई और planet, अगर कोई star पास में होगा हमारे, there are 2 stars now near to each other. They have got a huge amount of attractive forces between them, huge gravitational fields between them. You might not have this kind of possibility in there. There has to be a huge amount of distance between 2 stars, or they will, one of the star will, you can say, suck the other into it, and it suck all the planets into it, isn't it? So what happens to star later on? Stars से क्या होता है बच्चों? Stars born होते हैं, stars die हो जाते हैं. So you know what happens to star ultimately? पता है आप लोगों को ये बात? क्या आप लोगों को star की लाइफ साइकिल मालूम है? No. The answer is no always, yaar. With you people, the answer is always no. We don't know. हमको ये भी नहीं मालूम है, हमको वो भी मालूम है, हम तो बस भाई ऐसे ही excuses और blame में ही जिंदगी अपनी निकाल दे रहे हैं 10th क्लास की. बोल देंगे फिर क्या? Now star dies. I'll discuss it tomorrow. Not time is getting less, right? And they become red giant ultimately. Let us say it become red giant, and they increase their sizes, and it becomes so huge that all the planets goes inside the space. And it will not happen tomorrow. It will happen billions of years from now. Our sun is a middle-aged star as such, and then there will be a supernova explosion, and that supernova, produce so much amount of light, so much amount of radiation. It can be traveling to billions of years again. It's a huge phenomena. आप सब पढ़िएगा इसको, आपको बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगा पढ़ने.
सन भी तो कोलैप्स हो सकते हैं.
यही सन ही तो स्टार है भाई. सन ही करेगा और after that it will turn ultimately into a black hole. What is a black hole? कौन जानता है what is a black hole?
So it is a center of gravity.
What is the center of gravity? Nothing is center of gravity. तो एक ऑब्जेक्ट की होती है. आपके पेन की सेंटर तो
उसका gravitational force.
What is a black hole? सारा ज्ञान, सारी ट्रेंडिंग्स और सारी पिक्चर्स खिंचवाना सब बेकार है. आप तो क्वेश्चन बता, सब्सटेंस तो बिल्कुल है ही नहीं. बताओ आमना, तुम बताओ. Do you or do you not?
It is a hole in the space where the gravity is very strong.
तो ब्लैक होल की ग्रेविटी इतनी ज्यादा होती है कि वो
ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स बहुत हाई होता है कि
But the gravity is very strong.
हाँ.
It is a hole in space where the gravity is very high.
Where the gravity is
Right.
so strong.
Right. I'll discuss tomorrow when the time is getting less. So I'm taking one more point quickly before ending it up. It's almost 2:35, 2:25, 2:30. Close it up. The sun is seen a few minutes before it rises above the horizon in the morning, while in the evening, few minutes longer after it sets. Morning sun, red in color, orange in color, yellow in color, isn't it? Evening sun, red in color, orange in color, yellow in color. What does these colors have in common with them?
The velocity.
Shut up.
The wavelength.
Wavelength. They are all that, you know, that longer wavelength of the spectrum. They have the longer wavelength of the spectrum. I'll tell you later on why sun. You should ask the question: why sun is orange in the morning, red in the morning, yellow in the evening, day is white again, and then they say that and I show a diagram here very quickly. Only 3 minutes are left for the meeting to get over. I'll discuss it tomorrow again, right? So think of the Earth surface. Now tell me, does the sun rise up actually, or sun is always there?
The sun is in its stationary position and the planets revolve around the sun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So sun remains straight in the line of equator on the Earth, isn't it? That's why the people living around the equator are black in color. The skin is black. Don't think that black people and they're the low race people and this and that. We are also brown. Slight moderation on the black people, right? But slightly away from, slightly away, you know, above the equator. So we are brown. That's it. It's the only difference. So why they have black in color? Sun rays goes directly straight at the equator portion on the Earth, and so skin produce more melanin, and so skin color is black. Now, as the portion rise up here, you see the equator and this portions, it's going towards the pole. And the European countries are here, you know, the white people here because they got lesser sunlight. Sunlight is oblique there. So here they got lesser sunlight, and so the skin does not produce that amount of melanin. And so the skin is white color. That's the only difference in white color and black color because of their geographical positions on the Earth. We are in somewhere middle. We are not black. We are not white. We are brown in our color. Understood? So what happens? The sun remains there. It's the Earth which revolves. And when Earth revolves, so morning, we are again going towards sun. Isn't it? This you know, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, other thing.
Yes.
Of the Earth's surface, there are layers of Earth. Quickly, I'm taking meeting time is very less now. 10 seconds left. I will take it tomorrow again. Now, the Earth